The dollar and other fiat currencies are failing. The governments are scheming to jam CBDCs down your throat, central bank digital currencies. These CBDCs will mean that they know everything you have, everything you do, and they can freeze it all at the click of one button. Fiat currency is not perfect by any means, but at least that paper money, they can't just click a button, snap their fingers, and freeze your life. Many times historically, people have had their bank accounts wrongly frozen since we just kind of casually converted to digital banking. But digital banking is fragmented, and a CBDC unites all of that under the complete control of the government. They used to talk about the separation of church and state. What we really need to talk about is the separation of money, financials, from the governments. Starts to sound like a bit of a conspiracy theory, but think about it. They want to control your money. They want to tell you when you can leave your home. Remember that thing? Oh, let me guess, next. They're gonna take your guns. I probably sound very American right now if you're watching this video outside of the United States. What up? My name is Vosk. You are on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. I'm a full-time cryptocurrency miner, so let's dig a little deeper.
I'm concerned about all that, and I'm concerned about the lack of understanding that people have about the implementation of things like a digital currency that is centralized, that's controlled by the government.
Right.
That scares the shit out of me.
Absolutely.
The banks would create dollars. They were promissory notes until this Federal Reserve Act came into play. It was a takeover. It's this banking system. If we continue to be in that, we're just fucked.
I don't think people realize how fucking terrifying CBDCs are. And no, I'm not just some tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist, because everyone who writes off messages like the one I have here today, among many others who are smart, educated, paying attention and shouting these same things, okay? Everything's fine until it's not. And you can kind of laugh at a basic statement like that, but it's exactly that. I mean, you don't need a gun until you do. All right, you don't need something to protect yourself until you're in danger. All right, your centrally controlled money is fine until they take it, until they freeze it, right? Just like everyone, including myself, that was just completely bastardized from all the centralized cryptocurrency exchanges that just straight up lied to us, right? Then turns out they ran away with our funds and misappropriated them, lost them. Whatever other term you want to put in there. Everything was fine and going great until it wasn't. So I don't know how you can put all of your trust and faith in a central entity, especially something like the government that serves their own interests as well as just ultimately the greater good. What if you're not part of the greater good, bud? See you later. That's the case. Probably sooner or later, people like me will be completely silenced. We are finally reaching the age where digital technology is probably going to take us into the dark ages. And where it went from being really cool to have a Game Boy in your pocket, playing real-time strategy games at home on your PC, which you had one for your whole household, right? Pager, cell phone, smartphone, and or VR, and then to the point that just everything can be controlled. Maybe I sound crazy. Maybe I'm pissed because they take all my money in taxes and then I buy everything else and they tax me more, and then I own stuff and I have to pay taxes for the fact that I own things. And then they send a unfathomable amount of money to fight a war that doesn't concern me on a continent I don't even live, to further their own agendas. I mean, FTX literally sent probably some of my money to Ukraine. That's crazy. The United States is cracking down on banks that work with cryptocurrency to the point where they're trying to cut off the fiat on and off ramps, making it much more difficult to deal with cryptocurrency in the United States. After that, they're probably going to try to jam some serious taxes. Cryptocurrency does not revolve around the United States, but the United States is a piece of the pie. And furthermore, being a U.S. citizen, it really sucks for me when these things get worse and worse. Furthermore, FTX is a regulated exchange among many other of these companies and services that went bankrupt and stole a lot of our money, a lot of our crypto, and the worst of all, a lot of our Bitcoins. Yeah. Hey, government, you're trash. You don't save us from anything. You over-regulate and you under-protect. I don't know why you're here. I don't know why we pay you. You print as much money as you want to. It's been pretty easy recently to get orange-pilled, really start to believe in Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer digital borderless currency. It's decentralized. I mean, there's some good and there's a little bit of bad too. But I can tell you with absolute certainty that the buying power of $1 in 10 years will be less than it is today. Shit. It's going to be less tomorrow. Wake up. I also would probably, unless something goes terribly wrong, bet everything I have that Bitcoin will be worth more in 10 years than it is today. Again, sounds like it would be better to own one Bitcoin than some dirty dollars. They act like cryptocurrency is used by terrorists and funds of wars and child trafficking, among other things. You know what the number one currency for funding wars is? It's the USD. You want a receipt? Let's just take the most recent receipt. Ukraine. Are you mining that BTC on an up-and-coming Bitcoin mining pool? Pegapool, who claims to be the most profitable Bitcoin mining pool? I thought you'd say that. And get this, they operate their own Bitcoin mining farm, so they know a thing or two about Bitcoin mining. And it's no small scale operation, with 80 megawatts of renewable energy being used alone. Why not give Pegapool a spin? Dropped a link in the video description below. How many bad things have to happen to all of us until we wake up and realize, or do we all just roll over, give up, and die? Look, I'll tell you right now, I'll die on my feet before I live on my knees, and if I die soon because of that, then so be it. I don't care. That makes me dangerous. It's not that I think cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and the other coins are just so freaking cool and awesome and I'm trying to pump my bags, bro, and whatever. It's the fact that it puts power back into the hands of the people. I mean, that's why everything related to cryptocurrency and blockchain technology is cool, because one, is transparent. You can look on the chain, see what's going on. There's 21 million Bitcoin, okay? We know how many Bitcoin there are. How many dollars are there? Well, probably more today than there were yesterday, and you have no freaking idea, and they skew the numbers and lie about everything. I mean, how many times you got to be lied to before you realize, oh, wow, they don't tell me the truth. Maybe they don't care about me. Maybe my indoctrination growing up in my school was, well, just exactly that. How are we using a test from almost 100 years ago, before computers and internet and all the technology the whole world literally revolves around now was even in existence? Who cares about the Howey test and this security nonsense? The only thing that the government protects me from is gains. If your country, regardless of being in the USA or not, is truly free, shouldn't you be allowed to do what you want to do, go where you want to go, spend your money however you want to, whether that is buying this fake digital coin thing or not? The system is truly set up in a way that the rich get richer and the poor become more poor. The disparity will increase. In this era, the middle class is truly being wiped out. You either got money, you're wealthy, or you don't. And the further that disparity is, the harder it gets to climb this ladder. Honestly, it's a scary time, and I can only speak so much. I've only been on this world for so long, but I can tell you, year over year, it seems to get worse. Every year. Is that just existing? Or has it always been this way? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And also, what cryptocurrency we should give away next. I could rant and talk about all kinds of things, but there's just one key thing that we really need to focus on right now. One, CBDCs are basically one of the worst things that's going to happen to money ever. We already have digital money. We don't need the government's digital money. See you later. But more importantly, we need to focus on here in the United States and in your country, wherever you are, to just protect your right to deal with cryptocurrency, to have Bitcoin, to interact with smart contracts, to participate in Web 3.0, to get some NFTs if you love them, or maybe you hate them, because you're probably being brainwashed that they suck. But how else do I spell this? An NFT, a non-fungible token, can be many things, including a digital collectible. And let's say, I love this example, gaming, right? You've got your digital skins on this server. Why wouldn't you just want the ownership, right? And you can just truly own your skins. I mean, digital skins are so expensive. Or let's say just a full-blown digital software game, whatever. If I buy this game for $60 and it's locked in this platform, and I like you buy Pokemon, the new one, $60. You buy the new Zelda, $60. You buy the new Call of Duty, it's $70 more now. You buy these digitally, you don't really own them. I can't sell it. I can't transfer it. Nothing. How like criminal is that? That's why I love physical games. I mean, that's why I literally have a physical game collection. I mean, I got a physical game right there behind me. Too bad Blizzard is one of the worst companies in the world ever and completely trashed the Warcraft 3 series, best real-time strategy game of all time, by far, followed pretty far behind by StarCraft. And then everything's really far behind StarCraft. I mean, this Age of Empires, I was never really an Age of Empires guy. They've been doing a much better job over the last few years, kind of doing like a little bit of a revival on that front. But hey, you know, not really the point of today's video. I do think one of the reasons I absolutely love cryptocurrency is the fact that really crypto and investing and financials are like largely rooted in resource management, which is really the key piece in conjunction with micromanagement with real-time strategy games. I mean, it's pretty much get as much funds as you can, build your army, don't lose your army, take away from them, deplete their army, deplete their resources, expand, get more resources, bigger army. I mean, you know, anyway, love the stuff. Absolute adore it. So, I mean, that I don't know. That's all I got today. You're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel where I keep it real. Please subscribe. If for nothing else, then our CCO, our chief, as they call us, they'll call us a conspiracist, conspiracy officer, tells Vosk the world's best Shiba Inu, and she's been inducted into the Guinness Hall of Fame, or she should be. I'm proud Doge Dad. I'll see you on the next video.